Hello, myself Assistant Professor Kavita Padmawar from Arihant Institute of Teacher Training, Pune. In this video today we are going to discuss about taxonomy of educational objectives. As we know, objectives or aims or goals means whatever we have decided. To achieve those objectives, we work towards it. That's why objective means objective is a point or an end view of something towards which our action is directed. In the same way, an educational objective also is a point or an end view of something towards which our action is directed. It gives direction to the educational program that one wants to undertake. As if your objective is to get the BA degree, for that you will give your internal exams, you will submit your internal work, you will give final exam, and you will get the degree. Means your actions were directed to get the degree. That's why it is an educational objective. Means it's an end view of something towards which action is directed. Now, today we are going to discuss about the taxonomy of educational objectives. As we know, taxonomy is derived from two Greek words. Taxis means arrangement and nomos means law or orderly. That's why taxonomy means orderly arrangement. As we have learned this term, or we have used this term while learning about the classification of plants or animals. In the same way, taxonomy of educational objectives is given by Dr. Benjamin Bloom and his associates in 1956. Why they have given this taxonomy? Because there are thousands of educational objectives and teachers and educationists were confused about the objectives of the educational process. That's why to arrange these objectives in a proper manner or to get a clear-cut idea about to achieve our objectives, Dr. Benjamin Bloom has classified these objectives under three headings. That is the cognitive domain, the affective domain, and the psychomotor domain. When we think about the educational objective or educational program, we think about the overall development of the child. Before taxonomy, teachers were only focusing on the development of cognitive domain of the child. Affective domain and psychomotor domain were getting neglected. To avoid this and to get the clear-cut idea what to do or where how we should achieve our objectives, Dr. Benjamin Bloom has given the taxonomy. As I told you that in this taxonomy there are three domains: cognitive domain, affective domain, and psychomotor domain. Under cognitive domain there are 6 objectives: knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Under affective domain there are 5 objectives: receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and characterization. Under psychomotor domain there are again 5 objectives: imitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, and naturalization. As we can see, these are arranged in proper order. There are levels of the objective. Now we will discuss about the cognitive domain. As we can see, there are 6 objectives under cognitive domain. First is knowledge objective. This is the lowest level objective. Means at this stage students can memorize the things. Whatever they have listened, they can memorize. For example, students can recite the poems, they can define, they can give definitions, they can tell tables, and they can tell principles also. So these will be the students' actions after achieving this knowledge level. The next level is comprehension. At this level, at this stage, students can translate, they can differentiate the things, they can explain the things, because they have understood this, they have comprehended this. This is the next level of the knowledge. After this, there is the next level, that is application. At this level, whatever knowledge students have gained in the education process, in the teaching learning process, they can apply that knowledge. By applying the knowledge, students can use that knowledge, they can create the things, they can solve the examples by using the formulas, they can calculate, they can identify. So at this stage, students can apply their knowledge and do the things. The next level is analysis. At this stage, students can convert the things into sub points or into its parts. As we can take the example of mobile. When students analyze it, they can separate the parts of that device. They can compare, they can select, they can differentiate, or they can separate the parts. This is the analysis level. Next level is synthesis, exactly opposite of the analysis. At this stage, students can organize the things. They can arrange the things, they can combine the sub points, or they can integrate the things, they can arrange the things properly, they can build, they can design also. And the last level of the cognitive domain is evaluation. At this stage, students can evaluate the things, means they can compare, they can explain, they can interpret the things, they can conclude, they can sum up, they can evaluate. If a student have read a book, he can tell whether that book was worth to read or not. If they want to buy something, they can evaluate the thing first and they can tell that whether it is good or bad. Means at this stage, students can evaluate the things. In this way, these are the objectives of cognitive domain. Now, in 2001, Lauren Anderson, former student of Dr. Bloom, and David Krathwohl has given the revised cognitive domain objectives, and these are as follows. There are again 6 objectives, that is remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. They have added one more here, creating. As we have seen in the previous slide, remembering, the student's action will be same as we have seen in the knowledge level, basic stage. This is the remembering is the basic level, basic objectives. At this stage, students can recite, students can define, student can tell tables, they can tell principles. So this is the basic level. Then next objective is understanding. At this stage, students can understand, students can comprehend and can explain in their own words, can give examples, students can differentiate also. The next level is applying, same as we have seen in the previous slide. At application level, students can use their knowledge, whatever they have understood, they can use their knowledge and they can use the formulas and solve examples. They can create, they can use, they can handle, they can calculate, and students can identify also. The next level is analyzing. As we have seen in the previous slide, students can analyze, means they can identify the differences, they can convert it into sub points or sub parts, they can compare, they can separate the things. The next level is evaluating. As we have seen, at this level, students can evaluate the things, means they can tell whether it is good or bad, they can tell whether it is worth to do it or not, or student can interpret, they can conclude, they can sum up, or they can evaluate also. The highest level of this domain is creating. At this stage, students can create their own things, new things. They can write poems, they can write stories, they can develop in apps like this. And this is the revised objectives of cognitive domain given by Lauren Anderson and David Krathwohl. So this is all about cognitive domain. In the next video, we will see about the affective domain and psychomotor domain. Thank you.